Okay, so with the repairs to an adequate standard, we're looking at a 180 to P240 finish typically. We've got some Polyflex, which we've applied and sanded from one of the earlier demonstrations, and we'll look at some easy ultralight for the purpose of this exercise. We are only looking at the immediate repair area, regards to all the other demos that we've got around the place. 440 Express, what is it? Because no one's ever seen anything like it before. It's not a filler as such, it's not a stopper as such. What it will do is it will fill and eliminate your micro pinholes. It will improve the scratch pattern in your filler repair, and it will also seal off the repair to prevent absorption of your primer. Now, if you combine all these together, dealing with your pinholes, improving the scratch pattern, and sealing off the filler repair itself, preventing that absorption, you're looking at an immediate reduction in your primer consumption. Is what the product is aimed at. If we looked at some pinholes and we thought, how do we traditionally deal with pinholes? We would mix up the stopper, maybe in our case it would be something like an easy sand. Apply it, allow it to cure, and sand it. Once again, it's more process time, more product, more abrasives, and it's labour intensive. So 440 Express, after a good shake up, is a liquid polyester filler. So it's not to be associated with the likes of acrylic toothpaste type products that you might see.
I'm with you,
And a nice, simple lint-free cloth.
What are you on about? What, you don't mix it with hardener?
No, this is single pack, single stage. So onto a cloth, you know, as it comes out as a liquid.
Wow.
Very, very small amount. I mean, I'm looking at realistically less than a teaspoon per repair of product that we require. I'll take that product, we're going to apply it, and what I've done is I've just patched off an area of filler so we can see what the differences will be. As you start to apply it, you'll notice it will immediately start to turn into a paste. Rub it into the surface.
Wow, okay, that's...
Okay, turn the cloth over. Remove the excess. That is it. To all intents and purposes, that's the repair now completed. We've dealt with any pinholes you might have had. You can see it's picked up on some linear scratches. Looking at a 180 finish anyway, so I'd expect to see the scratch pattern.
Yeah.
Now all we need to do now is allow it to dry and flash off for approximately 10 to 15 minutes. We can start applying some primer. So, in case you missed it the first time around, because it is that quick.
Dude, I'm blown away.
Let's have a look again.
Wow. And this is enough then. You could do this every time you do a filler repair or anything like that. Just get it out, give it a wipe over.
Use it on all your filler repairs, regardless of whether you've got pinholes or not, because that isolating property will reduce the amount of primer you need to use to achieve a good satisfactory repair.
I mean, normally, what, 3-4 coats of primer or
something? With this sort of process and the products that we're using today, I should expect you to be down to more likely 2. And 2 coats of an appropriate primer, maybe not necessarily high build primer.
So like a sealer?
Like a surfacer, yeah. Once again, onto the filler repair. Now, there's a lot of them bring it out here. You can improve the scratch pattern around the repair, so it's not just limited to the body filler itself.
Dude, that is some next level stuff.
That's the application. I'm slowing this right down so we don't really miss anything. Turn the cloth over, clean area of the cloth. And all we do is just remove that excess.
Yeah, can I get a
suitable
with that?
Yeah, suitable with any type of lint-free cloth really. The only cloth that I've noticed doesn't work very well is their microfiber cloths, and that's because they're designed specifically to try and pull everything off. We're trying to lay something down.
Wow.
Now, if you can get in there close enough, you might find it's picked up on the odd little micro pinholes. We've got a little cluster just down here.
Yep.
And we've got the odd little rogue pinhole here and there, which I say with that type of product we're expecting to see.
Yeah. God, that's pretty flipping awesome, that one. Wow.
Once again, just like everything else, but keep it in the best condition you can, lid on as soon as possible.
Right. Shaking it up. So purpose is just to show how good that 440 really is.
Yeah, I'll try and not show you what the name is on the aerosol can.
Oh, it doesn't matter.
What I'm using is
the shittest one
it's
going.
It's not what we would use, obviously, in a day-to-day operation.
No.
I'm using a retail grade aerosol primer. The reason being, it's not trade grade, therefore we're expecting it to be more inferior. less product and then less build, it's not going to give us the finish that we're after.
No.
Therefore, if we can achieve any sort of level of finish with this, is obviously when we're using the professional grade products, it's going to be far superior again.
Exactly.
So we've applied the 440 Express. You can see the area where we have on both of these plates. We've got half of the repair prepared in 440 and half not. We've applied it, we've given it 15 minutes to flash off and to ensure it's dry. All we're going to do now is go and apply a single coat of aerosol primer to both of these. And what we need to be watching out for is the rate of flash off and how it flashes off. Is the product actually flashing off or is it being absorbed into the filler?
Yeah.
Right, we'll put a bit on the small plate first. Good?
We're good to go, mate. God, you can see that's shit.
That's a 180 finish on there.
That's a 180 finish, so that needs to flash off, and that would, I mean, if I get it in the light like this, then you can see straight away. Look how that's sucking it in. Look how this isn't.
Now, so you think that's flashing off? It's not. It's actually absorbing. It's drawing it.
Yeah,
into
that's
the
right. Yeah, right here. So you can see the difference straight away.
And once again,
it's catching it in the light. The light is what does this. And you
you didn't get the angle just right.
I've got that, mate. You can see it a bloody mile off. Look.
We'll watch it now over the next couple of minutes, and a real close shot will show you just how porous or the porosity of the filler, and compared to the side that's been treated with a 440 Express. So we've got no pinholes.
No, nothing.
It's improved the scratch pattern.
Now this isn't. We're not saying that. Obviously, the filler itself is superior or whatever.
No, absolutely not.
Nothing like that. This is just a, if you want to save that time, you want to save a little bit of money, you know what I mean?
Hey, you want to save 30% of the primer you use, then 50% of your primer consumption?
Yeah, then you get it.
That's
then
a lot of money.
Exactly. So, I mean, like I said, you can see, look at it right there. Damn, that's good stuff. Not the primer's shit, but wow.